we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, StreamYard was having a technical glitch. Welcome, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you had a great week. I hope this was the best week of your life. What I need from you guys, we're going to be talking about a protocol today. You know, I know you guys love passive income and you love seeing what's out there. So we're going to dive into one today. This was brought to me by CC, who's a good friend. You guys might recognize him. He's been on several times talking about elephant money. So we're going to talk through this a little bit, see if this is something that's worth you guys putting your money into, see if it's something that I might want to put my money into. So we're going to get all the info. What I need from you guys, just hit the like button. Some prefer USDT. I like the like buttons. That's the currency of YouTubers. So without further ado, let's start with some introductions. CC, let's just do a brief introduction of you in case there's some people who have never seen you before. Tell us just briefly about yourself, and then we'll jump over to AG.
Okay. I born and raised in the Pacific Northwest. I still live here with my beautiful, amazing wife. We've been married almost 30 years, and our 14-year-old daughter is about to head into high school. And I've been a musician my entire life and have always wanted that to be my full-time career. But we want to live close to family, so we live in a fairly small market, so always have to hold a day job. So being a lover of technology and learning about finance and investments, before blockchain came out, it's something that to me it's going to change. It's going to continue to change the world. So I'm working on it, and I would love it to propel us forward to be able to continue to be a blessing with our music, because my wife and I, our passion is ministry. I get to be on the worship team and help be a mentor at New Hope Church and college. And I'd love to just pour more of my energy into that. And I believe DeFi is going to help propel us into that realm. So that's a bit about me.
Awesome. Love it, CC. Great to have you back. Yeah, dear brother in the Lord, good to always to see you. Let's go over to AG. AG, new to the channel. Thank you for joining us here today.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on.
Oh, yeah. Anytime. Always good. Any friend of CC is a friend of mine. So, appreciate having you. Go ahead and tell us just a little bit about you. How'd you end up in crypto? How'd you end up where you're at right now?
Yeah, so my partner in crime, Goldwyn, he's not here at the moment. He was supposed to join us, but he actually convinced me into buying Bitcoin back in 2020. Yeah, and ever since then, I've been all in on crypto. And the first DeFi project we fell into was Elephant Money, and we never thought about joining a YouTube show or starting our own little podcast or anything, until eventually we got tired of not hearing enough videos about elephant money. So we're like, you know what? We talk about it every day. Let's just record ourselves, put it on YouTube, and I'm sure people want to hear it. So we started every Monday night. We talk about elephant money, and we eventually migrated into other crypto projects that we kind of fell in love with. And we had CC on a few times, and his wife. That was a fun night. We had a ladies' night. We had Shelly and Layla on from Elephant Money, so that was cool. But yeah, that's how I got into crypto and YouTube and all this DeFi, craziness.
Okay, awesome. No, it's great story, and thank goodness for the person telling you to buy Bitcoin in 2020. So that's probably done pretty well for you. Even if the rest of DeFi maybe has not as much. But that's what we're here to talk about today. Well, let's talk about Earn, okay? Because that's what we're here for today. So maybe AG, do you want to just kind of give us, I always like to start with an elevator pitch. So you're in an elevator, floors 1 to 8. Somebody says, hey, what is the Earn token? Go ahead and tell us just a little bit about it. Overview.
Sure. So the Earn token is a reflection token that has a 2% fee, a buy, sell, and transfer fee, and it's on the Ethereum chain. So it's a lot lower than the Elephant token, which had a 10% tax. So this is only 2%. The other difference is that this is got a burn wallet that constantly takes some of those fees, and 100% of those fees go to all the holders. There's no other treasury or anything like that. So everyone gets the same amount of tokens. You don't have to worry about, okay, like Safe Moon, I believe it had a 2% tax, but only like a 25% of it went to all the holders. The rest all went to like a dev fee and a marketing fee and things like that, or fund, I should say. So 100% of it, of the tokens go back to the holders. Because they have a burn wallet, it's deflationary. So it's constantly losing the max supply. On top of that, it's a multi-chain. So not only does it have Ethereum, which is the main reflection token, you can use it on Binance. You can use it on, or I'm sorry, BNB, Binance Smart Chain. You can use it on Solana. You can use it on Base Chain. And I believe you can use it on AVAX too. So there's a lot of different chains. What was that? Oh, I thought you said something.
Yeah, no. All you.
Okay.
No, that's very helpful.
Yeah. So none of those chains, other than the Ethereum chain, give reflections. The other ones are tax-free, so you can buy, sell, not have to worry about it.
Okay, very good. So it's a reflection token, and you kind of explained it there. But if reflection is a new word for people that are maybe newer to crypto, how would you explain a reflection token here, like Earn?
I would think of it as like almost like a dividend. That's how I think of it. So let's say you buy some Apple stock, and then every quarter you get dividends paid back for owning those Apple stocks. Well, a reflection share is just like that. So if someone buys or sells, there's a 2% fee. That 2% fee gets distributed to everyone that's holding the token. You don't even have to do anything. You don't have to stake it, do anything like that. You just hold it in your wallet, and you're constantly getting more tokens. So it's a passive way of getting passive income.
Okay, good answer. Good answer. We got Christy here. Hi from Florida. If anybody has any questions for AG as we're going, or for CC, yeah, feel free to bring those questions up. They are ready for them. So feel free to bring those up. So you mentioned a burn wallet, because that's everybody's, whenever anybody thinks of a token, even if it's a reflection token, it's like, okay, I'm going to be getting more tokens as people buy and sell. A portion of that's going to go to me as a holder. But what we've seen with a lot of them is they become inflationary. So the value, the chart just goes down. So it's like, okay, I'm getting more tokens, but the value of the tokens is going down because as people get more tokens, they're selling. So you talk about a burn wallet. Do you want to talk about kind of the mechanism, what encourages people to burn, and how is this token not going to be inflationary? You mentioned it's going to be deflationary. It's
deflationary because there is a max supply. There is no more tokens ever going to be made. So it's very similar to the elephant token, where there is, I believe it came out with 1 billion tokens. I could be wrong on the exact number, but I think it's 1 billion. And since then, they have over 50%. I think it's close to 600,000 or 600 million in the burn wallet right now. That will never be used. It's out of circulation, and they don't mint anymore. So that is why it's deflationary, because it's a max set supply of tokens, and it's constantly getting smaller.
Yeah, okay. You're right. It's 1 billion. There were 1 billion in total supply.
Yep. Gotcha. Yeah.
And 570 million have been burned. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. Awesome. And what's the encouragement for people to burn? So there's a burn address. Does it work similar to Elephant, where just some of the reflections go to be burned?
Yep. So the burn wallet is a holder. We'll just think of it like that. It's just another holder. And so 100% of the fees get distributed to all the holders, and just one holder owns more than half the supply, which is the burn wallet. So it just automatically happens. It's just part of the deal.
Just part of the tokenomics. Awesome.
Yep.
Tyrone says, hi, is this token out already? And where can we buy? Sounds like God tier tokenomics. So maybe we'll just jump right to that. I usually wait till the end to do calls to action, but if we got people right at the beginning, hey, how do we buy? Do you want to talk about, you mentioned the different chains. Maybe you can go through that again and where people can buy and the difference between the chains.
Yeah. So the website is buy, hold, earn. I love the whole slogan because it's so simple. You buy it, you hold it, and you earn. You know, it's amazing. It's so simple. But yeah, buyholdearn.com. And they'll give you a list of different ways you can buy it. Uniswap is where you would buy the Ethereum chain, and that's the chain that you would get reflections on. Pancake Swap is where you can buy the BNB side. Sushi Swap, I believe, is base chain.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there you go, right there on the screen. I think those are clickable links that'll take you right to it. So you don't even have to work. So if that's the Solana, if you wanted to click on that one, it'll take you right to the Solana page.
There you go.
Yeah, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, very cool. So how should somebody think through? You mentioned there's only reflections on Ethereum chain.
Mm-hmm.
So how should somebody think through, okay, which chain do I want to buy on? Is it just, I mean, should everybody go over to Ethereum because they want the reflections, or how should people think through that if they're trying to make a decision between these five?
Right now, today, I would say everyone go to Ethereum. The reason is because that's the only chain that gives reflections at the moment. And I think gas fees for Ethereum is like $5. So I'm like, take advantage of that low gas fee right now. It's crazy. But you know, if you're not looking to put a whole lot of money in, maybe like $500 or whatever, then yeah, go look at the other chains, and that way you don't have to worry about the gas fees on Ethereum. Solana, BNB, base chain. Base chain might be my second option personally. There's a lot of things in the works coming on the base chain network. The liquidity is majority in Ethereum right now, but that's soon changing. I don't know if you saw that there's a few NFT lines on a part of this project, and the newest one is the liquid NFT. And I don't know if we want to jump into that just right away or not, but that's going to be funding a lot of new liquidity into the base chain liquidity pool. So that would be my second option.
I think some of it for having it be on multiple chains is just a point of preference for some folks. You know, some people might be doing some concentrated liquidity on one of the other chains, and then you get some rewards and you got some tokens. So it's rather than having to do a bridge, you can just dip your toe in the water and buy something on one of the other chains, and then and have something at the ground floor. So it just gives people options and on this early stage,
And so the developers of this token, they're a married couple, Mikey and Nadina, super awesome. They live in Chicago. They're vetted, they're doxxed, they show their face everywhere. They are awesome. Honestly, they're the reason why I jumped into this project, because I was 100% DeFi committed to only Elephant. But then as I started hearing more, learning more about, who they are, I was like, dude, this is awesome. This is the best freaking community. And on top of that, there's less than like 1,000 people in this project. It's so freaking early. So I got excited. I got CC. I'm like, man, you gotta come take a look at this. And he did. And here we are talking to you about it. I think you're going to love it. How did you find out about Elephant, by the way? I wanted to ask that.
That's a great question. That was many years ago. That's a great question. I don't even remember. I mean, back in the last bull market, there was a lot of stuff out there that was, ROI dApps and things like that. So I was big into drip for a long time. And then just through that process, I ran into Elephant Money, and I did a AMA with Bank Teller. Actually, I did a meeting with Bank Teller first, and I was like, oh, he's a pretty smart guy. He knows what he's talking about. And so did an AMA, and then the rest is history. So
yeah, well, so when I found Elephant Money, I liked it. I liked the tokenomics of everything. And then the exploit happened. And then I sat there and I thought about everything, and I, this could be a once in a lifetime opportunity. So then I doubled down, as the exploit happened, and it worked out perfect for me. But what really got me to, settle down and say I'm really liking this was BT. I listened to what he was saying. He wasn't out to rug anybody or to do. He came off like he was trying to make a name for himself and a legacy for him and his children. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
So for me, I don't make a lot of money. I'm just an average Joe, and so I gotta make sure I put my eggs in the right, basket. And I felt very, very confident in his ability of keep on trying, keep pushing. We're going to make this thing work no matter what, because this is me. This is, my whole life's aspiration. So because of that, when I found Earn, Mikey and Nadina were the same way. They're constantly doing things to try to just keep going. This is their baby, and they want to make it happen. And so one of the reasons why they had multi-chain is because they had the idea of not only do they want to get people to come in, well, everybody in Elephant is in BNB, or right? They're all in the BNB network. But people over in Ethereum, they might not be liking BNB. And so that whole other side of crypto audience that wants Ethereum projects only would never look at just a standard coin that's on BNB. So the reason they're branching out to AVAX and Base and Solana is because they want to pull the whole crypto market in and have everybody have a chance to get in on this. So I thought that was a pretty cool marketing idea. And I think BT, okay. Do you want to hear a secret? This is my little secret to you guys.
I love secrets.
I don't know if I want to say this.
Yeah, no. You can't start it. You can't tease
Yeah,
it.
you can't say it. Yeah, I agree.
So we were pushing Elephant on our show because we love it and believe it. We're like, this is awesome. Then things started slowing down, and we figured, hey, we got a YouTube show. We should talk about other things to try to get more people into our show. And we ventured out and we found Earn. And the more we looked into Earn, the more we were like, dude, this is awesome. And we're on the ground floor. Like, everything's great about this. And Mikey and Nadina are putting out all these ideas, and we're talking about it on our show. And then all of a sudden, BT starts making changes to the Elephant ecosystem that look very, very similar to everything that Earn's already doing. And so I think I think BT's a genius, but I think he's looking at everything and saying, hey, okay, we need to do this and this and this. Because when we first found Earn, there was no Solana idea for Trunk. No, we're staying on BNB. We're not branching out. That's not what's going to happen. Then we're like, oh, they have all these other chains for Earn. Now Trunk has it, for Solana. Then we're talking about how, oh, well, they're building up a treasury for the Earn ecosystem, which were a part of these NFTs. And now Trunk's or Futures has got a little treasury called the Turbine that's buying back stuff. I don't know, just little things that are like great ideas, and I'm glad that they're happening. I'm super glad, but it seems like, where's he getting these ideas? I don't know. That's just me being a conspiracy theory guy.
Conspiracy. Question from the audience: will the other chains have reflections eventually?
So that's a good question. Yes and no. Right now, there's no, they won't have reflections on the other chains, but there's 3 NFTs. I don't know if you guys want to, let's get into the NFTs now, because they're very interesting.
Let's do it.
So the first NFT is called the Flame NFT collection. Yep. So, So there's rarities when you mint these. There's 1,000 NFTs that'll ever be made, and they cost 100,000 earn tokens to mint. And if you mint out a blue, yellow, red, or Nova, you'll get a bounty reward. So let's say I personally minted out a red. So when all the NFTs are minted out, all that 100,000 tokens that it costs to mint this NFT goes to an NFT wallet. That NFT wallet will never sell those tokens. So that's more tokens being taken out of supply of being sold. That right there, those tokenomics on top of the burn wallet just takes more of the supply out of ever being sold. So I am rambling on. I'm excited about this project. I don't know if you can tell. Just talk.
Hey, that's good. That's good. Makes my job easier. The more you talk, the more I can just sit and relax. So no, that's good.
Well, tell me if I'm going too fast, or you got any questions, tell me to slow down or go back to it. But so once all these NFTs are minted out, then let's say the red one, you'll get airdropped 1 million earn tokens. So it only costs you 100,000 tokens to mint this. You'll get 1 million tokens back once they're all minted out. And by that time, let's say earns let's say $1 by then. That's $1 million that you just got airdropped. It's pretty cool. Now, the other benefits to this one is that once all these are minted out, then you start getting reflection share. So any reflections going to the NFT wallet, those reflections get split up and get divided to all of the NFT holders. So if you own one of these NFTs, you'll be getting reflections, kind of like the elephant NFTs, how they get stuff, but you have to stake those. These you don't have to stake. You just own it, hold it in your wallet, and you get airdropped once a month tokens. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
And then they also have a side deal called the shill tank. So the shill tank is cool. It's where other projects will come in and say the next Pepe coin comes in, and they just come off the ground, and they want to pitch their token to the earn community. So in order to do that, they have to give us or give the community members that own this NFT some tokens. So you'll get free tokens of other people. They might be worth nothing. They might be worth something big in the future, but that's another benefit of owning these NFTs, that you'll get access to the shill tank, which gives you, extra project tokens for owning one of these NFTs.
Okay, very cool. And that provides another use case for the earn token. So again, what you want to see in an ecosystem is not just, the only thing you can do with the token is sell it. Because that's where you see the charts just go down. But every time you provide some use case for it, that helps kind of stabilize the price.
Yes.
So this is one of those.
I like this token this NFT, because not only do you get reflections and you get a bounty payout, but you also get access to other cryptocurrencies that you would have never known about, so it's like getting free lottery tickets. Could be worth nothing, could be worth something.
Yeah. One thing that's innovative about the reflections is that Nadina, who does the programming, she has a PhD in this realm, and I can't remember exactly what her PhD is in, but she does the artwork and the coding and all of that. She got into coding a few years ago, and so one of the things that she innovated with this is that the reflections are not actually a transaction, but the reflections just simply appear in your wallet, and she understands how to code that so that there are no fees and things like that, because people are looking, they'll look in their wallet and say, where's the transaction of my reflections? It's actually not.
Yeah, your wallet.
That's a very, very efficient way to do it.
Yeah, it doesn't cost anything gas wise. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's over my head. I don't know how it works, but I just know
Right.
I look at my wallet and it just has more tokens. And
It's like
so
Christmas every
it
day.
is.
We do have somebody asking who's the dev. Is there any more info? You kind of just talked a little bit about it, but
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah, go ahead.
their name is Mikey and Nadina Oates. They're on Telegram. They're on Twitter X. They're 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 everywhere, man. I can tell you, anytime I go on to Telegram, they're on there. I can ask a question in the middle of the night, and they'll jump on and answer it. And they're so super friendly, so super friendly.
Yeah. Well, to
Yeah.
tell you some of my experience is that you know, I became friends with Goldwyn and AG, and then they started mentioning this project, and so you know where I've been in my journey is that I got burned so badly in my first year. I just pretty much put everything almost on pause, and so I just really didn't want to try to create any bandwidth to learn anything. But Golden and AG are the kind of guys they really enjoy helping people, and I'm a community guy. You know, I I learned most of what I've learned in DeFi from watching you, James, and then SK Crypto K, and I just would just keep learning from you guys, and it was the personable uh, connection that I like. And so AG and Goldwyn are of that same ilk, and they like to help. So they kept telling me different things about this, and to be honest, I was having a tough time understanding some of the NFT stuff. And then one morning I got onto Telegram and Mikey was on, and what they'll do is they will often just be on a live chat on Telegram, and there's another woman who gets on all the time, and I'm sorry I forgot her name because it's been a
Wilder.
Wilder. Yeah, there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wilder.
She's
Just
always
wouldn't
on.
come to me in the moment.
Mhm.
So we're on chatting, and I asked a question, and Mikey took 20 minutes to talk about the entire ecosystem and the tokenomics, and that is how he and Nadina are all of the time. And um, I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit about when we get into some more of the NFTs and the launch of tokens. I'm going to share about how Layla has gotten involved.
Mhm.
But again, it's just that personal connection, and what they want to do with this is have it be really community driven. So they wrote the code, and now it's going. And so they just want to allow things to happen organically, and have the community be the ones who are sharing this with folks. And that's something that I really enjoy being a part of.
Mhm. Yeah, it's cool because if you think of BT and Elephant Money, he's coding and he's also on Telegram talking, telling people to go, but he he's not on X very much. When we do the Wednesday spaces, it's like, is he going to be there? Is he not going to be there? But it's because he's a one man band. But with Mikey and Nadina, it's a two headed monster. Nadina's doing the coding, and Mikey's doing education, talking to everyone. So they're constantly available at all times. So that's what's cool. I liked about that. And they're super friendly, man. I can't get over the fact that how down to earth and just super cool people they are.
Yeah,
And
and they
one of
do.
one of the problems that I did see with the project was that they didn't have a marketing wallet to help market it. But to their defense, they're like, listen, this is a community driven thing. We're not here to make money. You hear about these other developers that make a living off the dev fee or the marketing wallet. Oh, we got to pay ourselves. No, they don't do anything. They are they're well off from their previous jobs and IT security and things like that. And so now
Right.
this is just them doing something.
Yeah, to share a little bit about Mikey's background. He was a IT security for a law firm in Chicago, and then started learning about Bitcoin and started doing some mining. And when he talks about how many miners he got to. Most people who know about mining are just like, oh, no way you have that much. But and so he's been through several cycles in crypto, and he's learned from experiences from the ups and the downs. And so what he and Nadina want to do is just help contribute.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. No, good answer there. Let's talk about the other NFT collection, and then I have a few questions I want to go through. But let's talk about this Flameling collection. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this is what CC's talking about. He's excited about this one. So this NFT, going back to that original question that one of your audience members asked, does Ethereum only get the reflection share? Okay, so this is going to tie into that question here. So with this NFT, it also costs 100,000 earn tokens, which goes to the NFT wallet, which gets reflections after every buy and sell and transfer. Once these are all minted out, you also have the bounty. So you could get a million tokens for minting out a red one. The only difference on this one is instead of getting access to the shill tank, this particular NFT, they will produce, manufacture, develop their own token for this guy right here. You see this guy right here, this little flameling? He's like a minion looking dude. So that's the NFT. They all look different. But the one that I have is 0x222. And so they'll build a cryptocurrency, a million tokens on the BNB side for this NFT, and you become the owner of that token. So the benefit of that is, like, let's say, James, you mint an NFT. You mint this guy right here, okay? Once you mint it, you're automatically going to get your own cryptocurrency for you. You are they'll build it, launch it on PancakeSwap or on SushiSwap with the base chain, whichever you guys decide. They'll work with you. They'll get it funded. They'll do everything. You don't even have to do no liquidity. They'll do it all for you. Okay, launch it out. What's great about that token is now that James minted one of these, he's got his token. He can promote his token however he wants. Okay, you can say, hey, come buy the James token, and let's throw a poker party and use these tokens to play poker, because that's what we do. So we, like me and Golden, we have our own token, and we use that for for poker parties or placing bets on sporting events and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. But the benefit of that token is when you buy and sell that token, I believe it's 4%. There's a 4% tax on it. That 4% tax goes and buys earn tokens off the BNB chart, and then distributes those tokens that it bought off the chart to all the people that own your particular token. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You following me?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Nope. That makes good sense.
Yeah. So let's just say, James, you mint an NFT, you get your token made. I come in and I buy 100 million of your tokens. Okay. When I buy that, it automatically takes 4% tax, goes and buys earn tokens off the PancakeSwap, which is buy pressure. It's always buy pressure. Buys it up and then distributes that to everyone that owns your particular token. So it gives you an incentive. It gives me an incentive to hold on to your tokens. And now the mind-blowing genius to this is all free marketing. So now, instead of having a nice tight-knit group that know about earn, now no one in your community will know about earn tokens. They just know about you, and they like following you, and they're like, oh, let me buy James's token. And then all of a sudden they get an earn token airdropped into their wallet. And they're like, what's this? Oh, I get this for free for holding James's token. Let me do some research and look into this earn token, and then find out, oh, it's super deflationary. It's a reflection token. It's, all of the above. It's awesome. I love this whole concept of free marketing, and you get the chance to be your own developer on your own token and do whatever you want with the token. And at the same time, it pays out a dividend. It's considered a dividend token, so you get earn on it. I'm rambling, man. I'm so excited about
Hey,
this.
no, that's good. It's good to see your
Okay.
excitement in this.
Hey, I've got a tab. I've got a tab up to show you an example of our friend Layla,
Layla, yeah.
who's in Australia, and we've become friends, become great friends, because she's just got a heart of gold, and she's so much fun. She is a professional musician who used to tour, but had to come off of tour because she has a disabled son, and so for her, decentralized finance represents the possibility of her to be able to afford taking care of her son and to continue to do her music from home. And so, what she did here is she has her own token, and she created her own NFT collection off of this. What's really inspiring is, it's fun for me as an artist to see how Mikey and Dindina have created a way for us to be really active and really creative inside the activities that we do here. So she came up with what she calls the Flameling Queens, and each of them have these different personalities. This is her DJ, her R&B, her folk, and her rock. And
And,
she
and
and she
her
yeah, go ahead.
her
Go ahead.
token was is OX52. So it's the 52nd NFT to be minted.
Yeah.
And so she went with a theme for 52. Well, what's 52? Cards, playing cards, poker, you know? So that's
Right.
where she came up with the Queen, Flameling Queens 52 pack of cards. But she's a musician like CC. And so she got with Nadina. Not only did they launch their token, but they work with you, because at the end of the day, they want your token to succeed, because at the end of the day, it helps the ecosystem as a whole. So
Yeah.
yeah, they did all of this for Layla, and it's amazing.
So
CC, I'm sorry for butting in.
no, that's great. So what I'm gonna do is show you her real quick, if I can get to the let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, yeah. So here's her collection on OpenSea. Do you see that? Do I have
Oh,
it?
yes.
Yeah,
Sorry, I took it down.
There we
Here you
go.
oh, cool. Look
Okay.
at that. I haven't
So
seen this
she
yet.
so she created this whole collection, and what's really cool is, like, I'll DM'd her, I sent her a private message, and then she sends me a voice message explaining all of this. And what's really cool is half of my wife's family is from Australia. So I love her Australian accent. She'll say, "CC, this is how it works. I've got all of these flamelings, and then you can potentially mint one of the coins." And she explains
pretty
all of this.
Yeah.
And
So
Adina is behind doing the artwork, which I just think is
yeah, I
just
mean, look at that. Look at it. I
fantastic.
mean, you got dude, that whole thing looks awesome for just, you know,
Mhm.
I don't want to say she's an average Joe coder, but man, it's just
Oh,
like that's not her job. She's just doing
right,
this for fun.
right. And so then what Layla's also done is she's attached music. She wrote and sang some music that are attached to the rare queens. So it's a lot of fun. It's just the opportunity to be creative, and it's very dynamic and interactive between the community, and yeah.
Yeah. So just let's brainstorm here for a minute. James, you're going to mint one of these NFTs. You're going to get your own token. What are you going to do to, make it stand out? You're going to make a a musical NFT line. You're going to use your token for betting and gambling. You're going to, what are you going to do? Because there's so many options. You are an artist and you don't need to know how to do anything. You just explain what you're looking to do and they'll do it. They'll make it for you. It's awesome.
Pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Maybe we could do some like token NFT or something where you get paid for each Bible verse you read or something.
Yes, you could do that.
There you go. Okay. Awesome. So that's a good explanation of these two NFTs. And again, those contribute to the ecosystem, which is really great to see. Tiger Shark wants to know, is the community sponsoring this? So do you want to talk about the community involvement? Like, are the founders out doing marketing, or is this completely community driven? Or talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So they don't have a marketing fund. So everything is community driven, but they are out there, like I said, 24/7 every day. I don't think they have a day job anymore. I think they're well off with their previous jobs in the last bull market where they don't need to have a 9-to-5 job anymore. So this literally is their job, is to promote it. And so that's why they're like, we don't need a marketing fund. Well, within the last month or so, they were getting a lot of feedback saying, hey, you need to start making a marketing fund. And it's too late to change the code. So that's when they developed the liquid NFTs. And the liquid NFTs is an NFT line. There's 1,000 NFTs total that can be minted, and they're 500 USDC. So they're not the tokens, but so you buy that with USDC. It's $500 no matter what, and then that goes and adds liquidity to the base side. So we're trying to build up the liquidity in the liquidity pool for the base chain side. And then a portion of that is now being funded into a marketing fund so we can do stuff later this year. But yeah, it's community driven. I mean, it's all us, me, CC, Layla, Goldwyn, SQ,
and they do some networking. They go to the conferences and connect with folks as well.
Yeah, they just came back from what was in Austin? It was the Connect You or something like that conference. They're going to the Bitcoin conference, I believe, here this month. To try to make some connections. But yeah,
so we want to give a shout out to Goldwyn right now, because his son is pitching in a game, and so we'll just say a bit of a prayer for him, because those of us who have kids and their kids are in a game, you got sweaty palms the whole time. So I hope his son's doing great.
Hope his nerves are doing all right. But you're right. Say prayer.
He was going to try to be on the show, and I was like, no. I know what it's like when you're half watching your son and half trying to do something else. You'll be right in the middle of a sentence and you'll be like, no, that was a blown call, blue, or something like that. And
it all happens too fast.
Focus on your son.
Awesome. Question that we should maybe talk about. Earn Crypto here, Consensus 2024 in Austin, Texas. Hey everyone, good to see you. Glad that you could be here. Do you want to maybe talk about the revenue side of this? So again, people are always looking in the crypto space. Hey, how is this not a Ponzi? How is it not going to fall apart if new people aren't coming in? Do you just want to talk about that and potential revenue streams and things like that? And just, I know that's a question that's going to pop up in everybody's head.
Sure. So how is it not a Ponzi? Well, first of all, it's locked liquidity, so no one can pull the liquidity out. And that's usually what most, rug pulls and Ponzi schemes are, where you invest in a token and then all of a sudden the dev just yanks all the funding and liquidity out and you're sitting there with worthless tokens. So that can't be done because it's locked. The way the tokenomics work, where it has that burn wallet on every buy and sell, that's constantly raising the floor price because of that. So if, eventually, if let's just say, it's just super slow and no one hears about it, no one wants to invest or whatever, it'll eventually keep growing just because of the way the tokenomics work. but there's no outside revenue like I don't know, where you're trying to rely on a treasury to build funds to buy up your own token or something like that. No, there's nothing like that. CC,
Okay.
you got anything you can add to that? Uh-oh, you're muted.
We can see your mouth moving, and it looks like it's good stuff. Looks like wisdom.
Uh-oh.
Nope.
What'd you do? You
Pushed
broke
the
it.
wrong button. You pushed the wrong button. All right. Well, while CC's working on that, are there any other parts of the project? We'll get CC back here in a minute.
Sure.
But any other parts of the ecosystem that you feel like we should cover or talk about?
Let's see. We talked about the
Reflections, talked about Flame, talked about Flameling. You can shop with Earn. Do you want to talk just a little bit about that?
yeah, it's just I guess that could be an outside revenue source. So I almost forgot. I can't believe I almost forgot. So they are constantly getting partners with different projects. And one of the coolest ones that I thought of, that I just heard of is there's an offshore bank called I'm having a brain fart. If anyone's in the chat that knows what I'm talking about, starts with a Yuba or something like that. CC knows what I'm saying, but he can't talk to me right now. Write on a piece of paper and hold it up, CC. Get a notepad.
Yeah, we're right in the chat. Right in the chat.
It's a offshore bank that's crypto, and you can deposit Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC, and Tether. It's really popular. It's like one of the most popular. It starts with a U. I can't think of the name. But they partnered with them, and here shortly, you'll be able to deposit Earn tokens to their site and sell, and you'll get a debit card, and you can just go anywhere in the world and spend it. Gosh, I can't think of the name now. I'm having a brain fart.
I'm back, and I
You're
can't
back.
think of the name. I can't think of the name either.
Oh no!
Well, I was trying to fix my mic, and I was trying to share something. I wanted to tell you guys something else, but we'll do that when we
Here we
go. Oh, there we go.
Ultimo.
Okay. Ultimo. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Earn crypto. I think that might be actually Mikey or Nadino.
That's probably Mike. That's probably
They're probably tuning in.
Yeah.
Ultimo. Yeah. So that's an offshore bank that you'll be able to, which is just pretty dang cool, because when you go to that site, they only have 4 tokens that you can deposit in their account: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the 2 largest stable coins. And so that having the ability to now have a new token, like, think of all the meme coins that are huge. You got billions of locked liquidity and market cap that aren't on there, that they said no to or whatever, but they've got the connections to get in there. That's pretty cool. Also, they partnered with Pugs. What's it? CC Pugs Malone or Pugs Poker or something like that.
I don't know that.
So they partnered with
you guys are way ahead of me.
Yeah, they partnered with a new crypto project where you can play poker with crypto. And
yes. That's so new. It's just not familiar in my brain yet.
Yeah, that's supposed to launch, I think next month, where you can now play. You can use the Earn token on their project. So they're constantly adding, like, partnering up with different people. They're well embedded with MMKK with their group. Hey, Mikey. But they're well embedded with a lot of the MMKK community, and a lot of that community is other projects and other developers, and so they're partnering with different things. There's also another project called City of Atlantis Coin Market Cap. They're going to be using Earn token as their native currency for their project. So it's just
Okay.
one more thing. They're constantly partnering with things. And that goes back to the multi-chain effect. They're like, we don't need to spend a lot of money on marketing ads and stuff that we don't know actually brings people in. But what we can do is put our effort into coding and developing stuff that reaches out to the masses just to get their names out. So they've also partnered with another company that you can cash your crypto in for gift cards and like Starbucks gift cards and stuff like that. It's nothing big, but it's just another way to get the name and the recognition out there.
Yeah.
Spread the word.
So guys, one thing that distracted me was that Goldwyn has chimed in on our Telegram group that organized this AMA, and he said, I have a liquid NFT and 50,000 earn for James.
Yes. I was going to surprise you with that, but
so now you got me excited.
So James, you are going to be gifted a liquid NFT. Oh, you know what? I think I didn't even give you all the details of the liquid NFT now. So I'll tell you now. I've already told you how much it costs. It's $500 to buy. The money goes to adding liquidity in the base chain. It also goes to a marketing fund. But minimum 30% APY goes back to you in earn tokens for the next 5 years. A minimum of 30% APY. So you spend $500, you'll get that back. So this just launched. I got 1,900 earn tokens, back last month. And when earn gets to $1, I mean, that's triple what I paid for that NFT. And that's just off of 1 month's, reflection share. That's pretty dang awesome. So you are going to be getting free earn tokens on the base side, on the base chain side from that NFT. And then of course he said, we're going to donate some earn tokens to you as well. So you are now officially a part of the earn community. Let's hear it up, man. Let's hear it up. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. Is there a name for people in the community, like earners or something like that?
We're gonna have to work on that. Yeah, you just got it. You just did it.
Yeah.
All right, earners. That's what we are. Well, I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's very, very interesting, and I really appreciate you guys. And CC, I appreciate you bringing stuff to me just as you are looking around and you're, keeping your eyes out. Because again, I don't have time to go see there's so much out there, and I don't have time to go look at everything. So I really do appreciate that. So thank you guys so much.
No problem. And before I forget again, every week there's a free giveaway of 100,000 earn tokens. Right now, 100,000 earn tokens is roughly like $500-600. So they're giving away $500 or $600 every week. That on our show every Monday night, we'll do a spin of the wheel. So 1 week will be for flame holders. So if you are a flame holder that it lands on, like let's say it lands on number 333, then that particular person that owns that NFT 333 will get airdropped 100,000 earn tokens. And then the next week we'll do the Flameling NFTs. If you get number 52, we'll airdrop you 100,000 earn tokens. Look at that ugly man. What is going on? You need to get some just for men.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. I can't hear y'all.
We hear you.
All right.
Put your hearing aids in.
I'm bad baseball.
Looks like a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. We were there last week. And it was awesome. Oh, look, we got Mikey in the house.
It's just a party.
It's a party now. Welcome, Mikey.
Hey.
So
we're having a little
watch everything.
We have some parents over, so a lot of kids are running around. So I pop in real quick.
Sure. So everyone that's watching right now, this is Mike.
Well,
He is one of the developers, him and his wife. So that was Goldwyn's hero that was just shown.
Awesome. Great to meet
Love
you
that.
guys. I'm glad you could hop on here at the end. We're just wrapping up. It's good to just see you and people can put faces with the names. AG's been saying all sorts of terrible things about you guys while you were on.
I'm just excited about the project. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. We got good music going on too. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, he's probably got to go.
Yeah. Well, let's
Mikey,
go ahead.
good to see you, man. Good to see you, buddy.
Let's go ahead and let's kind of wrap up here. We're kind of nearing the end here. Mike, I'm glad you can jump on for the end here. Let's end with just action. So again, we have my audience that are here watching. Some of them are going to be thinking, oh, I have more questions. Some are going to be thinking, hey, I want to get into this now. What is the best way if you have questions, want to get them answered? And then what's the best way for somebody who's brand new to jump in?
Yeah, so I mean, number one, go to the socials, go to the X account, join the Telegram. We actually periodically just give away free earn in our Telegram, airdrops or grab giveaways. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what faucets are, where you can just go grab some earn. As you guys probably mentioned earlier, earn is a hyperdeflationary reflection token, so there's only so many tokens left in circulating supply in real time. And so that's reducing roughly about $250 per day worth of tokens in dollar value. So that's pretty wild looking at that. But yeah, join the Telegram, join the X account, give a follow. We're essentially available almost every single day, not as much on the weekends. But if you guys join the TG, have any questions, feel free to ask them in there. Or yeah, reach out, on X. We're on there pretty often. Or catch us in the space, or definitely ask, get involved. Don't just go buy something because you heard about it on the internet. Definitely check first to do your research. So, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Great. Yeah. So go follow on Twitter. Again, these are free. So hit like, follow on Twitter, go hop into the Telegram, might get some free earn tokens in there. And then if people are wanting to get involved financially, you can just buy the token is one option. And again, here's the different. Ethereum is the one with reflections right now. So you guys feel free to jump in and correct me if I got any of this wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're wanting reflections, you want to hop in on Ethereum, which is going to be Uniswap, BSC. You can get in Solana, you can get into AVAX, you can get in Base. But if you want the reflections, get in on Uniswap into Ethereum. And then there were 2 NFT collections you can also get into as well. There's the Flame Collection NFT that you can get here, and then there's also the Flame Ling Collection, and then there's also this liquid. I'm having trouble navigating to all the different.
Oh, you're doing good. You're doing good. Keep rolling, buddy.
Good. We have Flame Lings here that you can buy as well. And then the liquid NFT as well. So there's kind of 4 ways that you can get in. Did I miss anything? Anything else? Do you need to hone that at all, or was that pretty good?
Mikey, what would you suggest someone new to start off with?
Well, like I tell most people, the easiest thing to do is buy, hold, and earn. The quickest way, the easiest way to get involved in the protocol is to hold earn. Everything ties back to earn. Buy some earn on ETH. It could be a few dollars worth and just hold it. You need earn to mint NFTs. All right. Earn is what's shared on all the other protocols. You're buying earn on Sol, you're buying earn on BNB, you're buying earn on Base, you're buying earn on AVAX. It's the same earn one-to-one across other protocols. So people are asking, what is earn used for? I mean, it's a token that you can use to collaborate with other protocols. We got Ultimo coming up. That's gonna be super cool. Go use your earn to buy a cup of coffee on the BNB side. We got a couple platforms like Pugs. The Raise token is going to have it, so you can use it to bet on a poker platform. That's going to be really cool. And we got another couple other protocols that are going to utilize it as rewards. So it's a really awesome alternative to BNB or Ethereum because it's hyperdeflationary. So if you buy it on ETH, you can just hold it, see it as a fully centralized high yield savings account where you just hold it there and you gain reflections automatically on every single transaction just for letting it sit there. on the ETH side. But if you want to do transactions, if you want to utilize it on like the Pugs platform to play poker, you want to go buy a cup of coffee, go buy it on BNB. We have some cool utilities coming up actually on the Solana side too, and also on AVAX. But it's a way to get into it very cheap on the other chains. I tell people, if you're only looking to put a few dollars in, just maybe buy $1 worth on Solana and see what it turns in a couple of years. It's it's one of those things where there's so many options to get in it. We've made it very easy to do. We even have with the Flues plugin on our website, you can go buy it with like Apple Pay, so that you don't need to even go to Uniswap or to one of the other dexes. Currently, we're not on a centralized exchange, but there are so many ways to acquire it just by even joining the Telegram and just grabbing it for free, not even utilizing any decentralized platform. So many ways to get involved. Just be active in the community and get some earn.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've got like probably close to 300 earn tokens just by, popping into the Telegram group and saying hey and checking things out.
Okay, love it. So yeah, there you go. So if you're brand new and you're like, oh, there's so many different ways to get involved, what do I do? Just buy the earn token. Okay, dip your toe in, get into the community, get into the ecosystem, and then if you want to start expanding and it's like, oh, now I'm earning some earn tokens, what do I do with them? Then you can start jumping into the NFTs. But don't get overwhelmed. They talk about analysis paralysis. Don't get overwhelmed. You can just buy the token and hold it, and you'll get reflection.
Yeah.
Very
One of the things I really appreciate about Mikey, he really talks about just don't get in over your skis. Make sure that if you're, and of course, we're not giving financial advice. So when he's saying this, he's not giving financial advice. But I appreciate the fact that he's not hyping. What he's saying is, for a lot of us who've been burned or you're new and it gets overwhelming, hey, just DCA what you're comfortable with. You can, and that's a great thing about this particular ecosystem. You can be brand new to crypto, and this can be a way that you can start to learn and understand and buy some and not feel like you have to ape in, FOMO, overextend yourself. You can just learn and get involved in the community. Very friendly teaching. I really appreciate that a lot.
Yeah, just DCA, whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, I do say that pretty often, and I don't want to tell people like if they got like $1,000 to put like 1,000, because everyone has their own personal number. No one should be giving like X amount of dollars to put in anything. And yes, crypto markets are volatile. What we've designed is something that we want to make last like very long term. From my experience, this is my third bull run. A lot of crypto projects aren't going to make it. Just call it what it is. And you need to create something that's sustainable that can last for a very long time. People wonder like, how is EARN sustainable? With it being hyper deflationary and tied to a bunch of other blockchains, if all the chains EARN is pegged to just keep moving because there's opportunities for arbitrage across the other chains, it means that the token's going to keep moving across the chain, which burns supply because the reflections happen on every single buy, sell, and transfer. And so as long as crypto moves, which is going to happen, in my opinion, for a long time, that means that EARN is going to keep that hyperdeflationary mechanism going indefinitely. So that's why it's kind of one of those things where you can park it and just wait long term. I'm not going to say it's going to 100x in a month or even a year. I mean, it could, but you got to invest what you're comfortable in, because crypto markets in general are volatile. Bitcoin went from 70K to 15. A lot of people got destroyed, going in heavy at 70K last cycle, and that's the most liquid cryptocurrency out there. And so everything can do a 70, 80, 90% retracement. It's easy for it to happen. So don't go in heavy, DCA, what you're comfortable with. If that's $1, then that's $1. If it's $1 million, it's $1 million. It's really your personal thing. And that's one thing that I've been saying since day one. And I hope everyone just gets into something comfortably. It doesn't even have to be EARN, but any cryptocurrency out there, and stays in this long term. Because if you're in this long term, you're likely going to win. 10 years from now, a couple $1,000 into any of the majors, you're going to do very well. But it's like Raul Paul says, just don't mess it up and get kicked out of the game because you don't got any money in this. So yeah,
there you go. Actually, I saw a good illustration today about if you don't invest, it's like playing Monopoly but all you do is just go around the board. You get your 200 for pass and go, but you never buy any properties.
Yeah.
Try to stay out of jail and make your 200 bucks. And that's how, if you don't invest, that's really what you're doing. You're playing Monopoly and just living paycheck to paycheck, hoping you can pay your rent, hoping you stay out of jail. But yeah, when you start buying property, I just thought that was a good illustration.
That's a good analysis. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I want to start using that now.
Yeah, there you go.
Why are you investing in crypto? Oh.
Yeah. When you steal things, I have a strategy. The first time you say, I saw somewhere, but then the next time you can say, as I always say, and you can quote yourself from last time. So, there you go. There's a way to plagiarize, honestly.
But yeah, for your audience, I mean, you see Mikey right here. This is exactly what made me fall in love with Earn Token. He was, educating about the project, but not pushing anyone to it. You do your own research. Go buy, he literally just said, go buy one of the top 10, cryptos and hold it for 10 years. You'll be fine. Didn't say anything minor. He's just super casual. He built this project for his family, for his kids in the long term. So
and I mean, I guess like this, it doesn't even be like any particular protocol. I mean, like for this to be my third cycle, a lot of times people get caught up in day trading and moving money around too often. I mean, that's why we designed this protocol, to keep it just simple, chill, slow, because things you have conviction in. I've learned personally that when you get into something, you have conviction in it. That's how you do very well in this game. The people that are trading back and forth every single day, every minute, I mean, it's stressful and it's likely they're not going to make money. From my experience, it doesn't happen that often. Yes, thank you. Yeah, but you got to get convicted, have a plan, not just a plan on entry, but a plan on exit too. Now all these are personal numbers. Maybe you want to make $1 million. Maybe you want to make $10 million. You need to have a plan. If you don't have a plan on what your goal is, then a lot of friends that I knew from last cycle were multimillionaires for a couple of days, because they didn't have a plan on what to do with the money when it got to that point. And that's going to happen, now. People have a plan only of $1 million they want to make this cycle, but what if it goes to 10 million? If you don't have a plan on what to do with $10 million, you'll watch it go up and go back down. And have a plan on how much money you want to put in, what you want to do with it, and try to keep it comfortable. They say trading should be boring, not exciting. If you're excited, you're probably making a mistake,
That's good. That's good wisdom there. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up there. An hour is usually where I like to close it up. So first off, I want to thank the audience. You guys have been amazing. Appreciate you guys just checking all this stuff out. Again, do your own research. I love the team, or the community, and the team told you that here is, don't just listen and just say, oh, okay, this was talked about, I'm going to go and put my life savings into it. But go look into it, jump into the community, see, hey, where is this going to fit into my portfolio? Where is this going to fit into my goals? But appreciate you guys. Please hit like on the way out. And CC, thank you for the introduction, bringing this project to AJ or AG, thank you so much for coming on here today. And Mikey, glad you could join us as well. And thanks for building and contributing to the space. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thank you for having us on.
Oh, yes. We'll have to have you back here before too long as well. So appreciate you guys very much. God bless everybody. Hope you have a happy Father's Day. God bless, and we'll talk to you later.